I flung among the skies. Who view you as another God? I surely love to meet him if this church can come in other sizes. Otherwise, I much prefer surprise and news your lover died. I struck that line, but it just crept erupting from inside. I want you to be happy. How you happy with another guy? Who's wrapped in me? Is he just as fine? It's rattling, not gonna lie. Is that enough to cut a tie? Don't mean to blow you up this time of night. Can't scrub you from my mind. I'm tripping, dragging and bashing up some replies. Just make it make sense to me. Yeah, am I so much of a stain to you? Mistake you, you can't erase history. Yeah, everything I ever gave to you, he gaining from you, making plays, benching me. Yeah, I was crazy making you wait on me. I'm late, but I ain't think you take shit from me. Yeah, all the ways I made you hate me, I could change it, baby, make it make sense.
Taliban shit, man, all that naughty. I told him I was gonna do it, man. I told him I was gonna make it this far, you know. Gave him all my love, left me with nothing but switchy in my pot. I can't fuck no bitch inside my DM, they gon' put a drop. Ain't forget that night me and LaRon was stealing off the lot. I caught my first body, same night Lethal gave me that baby Glock. Caught his ass in traffic, but whole time I plan on hopping out. He ain't wanna listen, too much dissing, bet off copping out. Love my baby mama, but she hate me, what that's all about. Mama acting different on your baby, ain't no falling out. Ain't no leaving me. On when this famous, taking about our love away from me. Leonardo died, ain't take me with him, he supposed to wait for me. I had to kill him, everybody else gon' think that they could play with me. I'm tired of drilling, I guess I'm the villain. Baby came with me, I'm tired of feeling. Everybody say they love me, never stay with me. Everybody up and leave, but I'm still trapping, playing with P's and keys. Risking my career, I'm spinning every night like DJ Reeves. I don't even wanna hear that word no more, nigga. I don't wanna hear that shit no more, nigga. Y'all don't love me, y'all ain't never hugged me. Yeah, man. Fuck a nigga me, man. Don't let Martin, nigga. Brand new press on my wrist, nigga. I dropped 40 on this bitch, nigga. I don't feel nothing. Yeah, man. I'm so cold, nigga. Streets fucking so cold. I'm so cold. I gave him all the love I got, but they still wanna lie. You got a chance to get inside while you just spinning black. Why it's so hard to get your love, girl? Look how hard I fall. Ain't no margarita, pot of sis, walking on the rock. Don't know how to feel, they loving real, I guess that's what I thought. All the lists I killed with faded pills, ain't never seen a drop. Me and souls are trapping on the field, got junkies in and out. Don't care, I'm blowing nose, I take a risk, I lose it all right now. I gave you all my love, I gave you all my love. I gave you all my love, I gave you all my love. I gave you all my love, I gave you all my love. I gave you all my love, I gave you all my love. Gave him all my love, left me with nothing but switchy in my pot. I can't fuck no bitch inside my DM, they gon' put a drop. Ain't forget that night me and LaRon was stealing off the lot. I caught my first body, same night Lethal gave me that baby Glock. Caught his ass in traffic, but whole time I plan on hopping out. He ain't wanna listen, too much dissing, bet off copping out. Love my baby mama, but she hate me, what that's all about. Mama acting different on your baby, ain't no falling out. Ain't no leaving me. On when this famous, taking about our love away from me. Leonardo died, ain't take me with him, he supposed to wait for me. I had to kill him, everybody else don't think that they could play with me. I had to kill him, everybody else gon' think that they could play with me. If I ain't kill him, everybody else gon' think that they could play with me. If I ain't kill him, everybody else gon' think that they could play with me.
Go, yeah. up in that drag car and start spinning. Got a bad bitch with a suck, bitch start spinning. I'm in the lab with it, I'm killing. In the lab with it, all the killers. Bad bitches wanna get us. Model bitches third dinner. Beat blood, taste skittles. You're a little boy, yeah, you little. On the side side with the bros up. Get my back in, get your whole back. Got the junkies knocking on the door. That's a party with the club back. And on my side with that beat shit on me, yeah, where you go at? Take a pic of that drip. Better go and grab your code. I put a hope on that lemonade. Why you act like you didn't know that? I'm just here for real. I'm the first, I'm on the Madden. I'm on my own shit. I'm on my own shit. Go yard, I don't need it. It go cool. Really, so in rich, I ain't kidding. This my type of living. Yeah, pulled up in that drag car and start spinning. Got a bad bitch with a suck, bitch start spinning.
Back in this bitch. Took my shit.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Daniel Carlson has this one teed up. And off we go from the Steel City. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This is Jalen Warren. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Warren. And he'll have the first down. He'll get him up around the 37.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he's in! Robert Woods. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Raiders nothing.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
Throwing from the start, here's Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Gino. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 5. And the Raiders first down.
One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Genty. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 4. Back is Smith. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On third down, they go with Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. It's Warren to start the drive, and he's got some space. A pass 30 to about the 32-yard line, a pickup of 7.
A gain of 7 brings up
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's second and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and caught by Smith, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. Off-balance throw, it's complete. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He's got it at about the 8, and he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Again, it's Rodgers. They're called in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Tommy Malott to return it.
Tommy Malott on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Smith now to throw on first down. That is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to...
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
To throw is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. Nifty move. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, 65 yards. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next to score, Steelers 7, Seahawks
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Shot to return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now that fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a first and 10, a fresh set of downs. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 46, here's second and 5. To throw is Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete.
Ooh, that's number 2.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and themselves. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake. Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers to throw once more. Boston is there and brings in another one. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one too low.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And we'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 25.
Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Right now in the 2nd quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Short throw to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And they'll be is set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from zero again, so you just have one half to play instead of two. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Robert Woods from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A handoff for Warren.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head scratch.
Yeah, that's another one. We 500.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the 50, it's gone. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On the run, it's Warren. And he stopped immediately there. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Lions nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they can't bring him down. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Here's Goff. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the interception, here's Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Play action, it's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gone. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now he's free to midfield. He's to the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort recover. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Penn.
We above 500. We above 500. We above, yeah, let me get that check. Cha-ching.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The veteran Chris Boswell, ready to get things going. And off we go, here in Baltimore. Dejounte Wester now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That is T.J. Watt. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out and they took the fight right to them, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And some good blocking. Springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up third and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the
Back to throw, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's third down. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and It ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground is Jalen Warren. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now inside the 25. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. This one grabbed by Austin. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. Wester now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be brought down And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll get about 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Jackson forced out wide. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
On the give, here's Henry. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point, up and good, and the Ravens will go up by 7. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Forced out wide. Escape. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football. On play action, here's Jackson. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Bateman is the motion man.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back at the 29-yard line.
2nd down, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. To the sideline. He's got Hopkins.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. That one is good. And the Ravens can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And this will be incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. He's going to dial up another deep ball. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds. Not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. First down for Aaron. Well, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That's complete to Metcalf. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Now, this looks like a design run, and Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a 1st down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Rodgers now. This one on court, looking for Woods. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
2nd and 10.
On the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up
Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his left. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Third and long for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He dives, and what a catch! for the first down. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A gain of 14. And the Steelers first down.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Catch made. That's Woods. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
Again, it's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. On third down, they go with Warren.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
Second down, goal to go. They'll drop to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8-yard gain brings up second down at the 13-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Jackson going to keep this one himself. to the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. To throw is Jackson. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Headed left, buying time. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Rodgers going up top again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Play action now. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's the zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now Jackson, this a designed run. He gets free. Lamar Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is one of those plays that all the offensive line had to do, Mike, was just give him a crease and get him to the second level, because from there, he's going to do the rest. That's as impressive a run as we'll see all year long.
They'll let Henry try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Again, working deep downfield. And the Ravens are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game. Ride back to victory.